Hey, going by your eyes. It is a blink.
I like it.
A ball kill creek is 60 miles long. Describe all that another time. And a song. So there's 7 seconds in the TV group. Yeah, you get my NC live crew. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know what you're saying. NC live. No time left inside. Taking you outdoors to a different kind of world to explore.
My funniest memory of Joe is I went to a 2-week summer program with him, and everyone was required to read 2 books before they got there. And when all the staff members came together and was like, all right, how far is everyone in their books? No one had read any part of the books except for Joe and his brother Manny. So they were the only people who had done any reading, and everyone else was just like, yeah, no, we didn't read anything.
My funniest memory of Joe was we would be working and our boss would be talking and she wouldn't notice, but Joe would like lean over to me and he would just whisper the funniest things into my ear. No one else would hear him, and we just like try to hold down our giggling while our boss was talking or while we were doing an interview.
One time I was telling them something, and then less than a second after I finished, I heard this voice from the back of the van say, "That's what she said." And he thought he said it under his breath. But apparently I heard it. And just coming from Joe and the fact that I'm his boss and he was, you know, an employee of mine, and it just was very startling, and I think I laughed the rest of the day. I remember the past summer after he went to camp, he emailed me and was like, I have this plan, I want to write a grant for the NCLI program, I want to start a summer camp, will you help me with it? And I've never had a student that motivated to push and move this program forward. A lot of them are very enthusiastic and enjoy the program, but he wanted to take it to the next step and he was going to help me do it.
Joe was always late. He was late all the time. And he was so funny because you'd get so mad. Like all of a sudden you'd call him up and you'd be like, Joe, where are you? He'd be like, oh, I'm just leaving my house. So we would have to like try to go get him all the time.
And then it's just like, how can you stay mad at him because he's just like
A big teddy bear.
like he didn't know what to do.
I really missed him, and it's just so tragic because I just feel like the world has been denied. He's a really incredible human being that brought us so much joy, and really kind of it's everything that every teacher would dream of.
One of them's probably him playing the guitar. Because he would play the guitar, and then I would go up to him, and I'm not that great at the guitar, so I'd be like, hey Joe, we should play together. And he'd just be like, no, you suck. And I'll be like, but Joe, don't you want to like make a band or something? And he's like, no, not with you. And I'm like, but Joe, don't you want to play with your brother? And he's like, no, just leave me alone. And eventually after like maybe 10 or 20 minutes of talking to him, we'd eventually like play a song together, and it'd be mostly him doing all the work, and I'd just kind of stay in the background like, I'm doing this. When Joe first died, I thought like this was one of the worst things that could happen, and it is, I think, the worst thing that could ever happen. But I think now that as I move forward in life, I want to make sure that that I do what I enjoy and things that do what I love in life and fulfill my passions and dreams that I have or goals that I set for myself. Because I feel like Joe would want me to live that way, and I feel like that's something that like everybody should take out of Joe's loss. that Joe had dreams too, and that they were cut short. And I think that the best thing that you can do to help leave sentiments and memories of Joe is to fulfill your own dreams and goals in life, and to do what you think is right in the world, and to make the world a better place, just like Joe tried to make the world a better place.